25 points rule. I hope the guys go in semifinals really confident, and then I'll smash it then.
Misses out by 500ths of a second. It was his best lap, but it wasn't enough. Sainz currently on the bubble. So it's
oh yes. Woo. I like it when stuff is done in a certain way. Like I always want to go leave the house in the morning and like dishes are done, everything's done, so I don't have to do it during the day. Ready?
Also, like, you gotta make it to the last row.
Oh, you'll make it. I got this as a present for myself in 22 when I came out of 5th place. We went to get something.
This was not the plan.
This wasn't the plan.
This was not the plan. So this was a 22 and 23 gift.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I was supposed to get the model right below this one, which is way less expensive. And then when we got to the BMW dealership, we sat in this one and we're like, oh. And we made the jump, which was kind of scary at the beginning.
Do you have plans after CrossFit? I'm just curious.
Not really. I mean, we have the gym, so I mean, I can work in there. I can do something in there if I want to, if I have to. But I don't have something really set for after. We're trying to do as best as we can while I can in the sport to be able to buy myself some time after, I guess. And
ideally get some opportunities.
Yeah.
Like just be in the right place, in the right room with the right people. Like you never know what's gonna happen.
I would love to stay in the sport. I just don't know if I'll have the opportunity to. I don't think we're the type of people that'll build like a proven or a hard work pays off or a mayhem. I don't think it's our jam. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. That was fun. That was enough stimulation for me. No, I don't like to be around people. I don't like to go. I don't like to be in like big gatherings of people. Like this is like, I can't take this for much longer. It's too many people. So yeah, I was on rest yesterday. So today is day 1, and usually on day 1s, I don't feel so great after a rest. Like my body feels fine. I'm rested, but I'm like too rested. So I'd rather like train in the morning. I mean, I don't have a huge workload this morning, but I still have some stuff. Like I'll sweat, I'll move, and then hopefully come back in the afternoon and be like ready to go for it. I'm curious to see what I can do. I've seen the guys that did the announcement. Shout out to the 3. They did great times. Like it's rare that we have an open announcement that the times will be hard to beat during the live announcement. And I think these guys did something special. Oh yeah, they're young. That's why, I guess. They're ready to dig deep and leave their soul on the rower. I don't know how much of that I'm going to be able to do. I respect and will never underestimate any competitor, whoever they are. So I've been seeing these young guys rise up in the last few years, and yeah, they're gonna make life hard for me, and I'm ready for it. I remember like my first few years at the games, like I wasn't going into the game saying I would win it, But with the years, I think my confidence grew with my fitness, along my fitness. And the more fitness that I have, the more confidence that I have. Going into 23, I knew I was gonna podium. And I told that to Caro. It's like, this year is like, I'm gonna podium. I knew it. 3, 2, and 1 was irrelevant for me. I knew I was gonna get a medal. And for the most part of the games, it was second place. So, and I was stoked. Like, that was awesome. Like, finally podium at the games. And then stuff happened. I don't think I wasn't worthy of a win. It could have gone either way. We'll never know because we couldn't go to the end on equal terms. For me, the games ended at event 10 that year, where we both were 100% in it, and before anybody got hurt. And I was able to edge him by like 2 points after event 10. You could argue we could have stopped the games at event 9 and I would have been second, but either way, it was either a first for him, a second for me, or a first for me, a second for him. Like, that's the worst case scenario that it was. It's pretty impressive though that he got still third with 2 last place finishes on. Like, podium at the games, basically without doing 2 events, it's freaking impressive. Like, but I think that's who he is. He's never gonna quit, and that's why I'll never underestimate him. Always respect him because he's never gonna quit.
That was perfect. Easy and moderate efforts. Little sweat, 25, 27 minutes.
I always put my stuff on the scale just to make sure that I don't overdo it. It's just to keep an eye on general health and performance. I worked construction, so I always worked hard, but CrossFit made me gain 50 pounds in 10 years. I did it for what, 2 years? Almost 2 years at the same time?
2.5, because I feel like 2019.
But when I used to work construction, I used to work from 7 a.m. to 3, so I would train after. And then at some point I started to do like maintenance work at a hotel. And that was different. I was able to start a bit later in the day. So I think I started at like 8:30.
Yeah.
But I wasn't training before, I was coaching. So I was coaching from 7 to 8. Going to work from 8:30 to 4:30, going back to the gym, coaching some more and training. I honestly don't know how I did it. We had a few years at the start of my CrossFit career where we had no life whatsoever. Like, it was crazy. She was at school full time, working full time, and we had the gym. It was crazy.
I didn't know if it would be possible to make it a career, but I definitely wanted him to be good at it, and I definitely aimed to win in the sense of like, if we kept improving, like I wanted to see if we were doing the CrossFit methodology full on, like, can we do it? And so from the get-go, like, that was my goal. And I don't think he realized that. Inside the gym and outside the gym, like, you saw he likes things, like he likes to do things well. So I was like, okay, like that feels like someone who would be dedicated enough to like see things through until the end. Cause like, yeah, those first years were hard and it took a lot of energy and a lot of time, but it was like, we didn't cut corners. We did everything, you know, the way it was supposed to. And like, if you want to make it to any next stage, like it's years, it's not 6 months, it's not 1 year. Like you're going to end up injured. You're going to get like overtrained, under recovered, like something's gonna happen. Like you need to give yourself the time, and he was patient enough to do that. Like I didn't try to rush it.
I think Dallin's time it's legit. Like, I have doubts that I can beat him. He executed perfectly, I think, and went really hard. He had the right motivation. So, we'll see.
Je sais pas si je vais l'avoir à la fin.
Ça marche. Jeff Adler, 25.3. Tout est chalky comme faut. Les mains aussi.
Barbell cycling's too slow. That was the first workout I did 225 deadlifts in 3 months, and it didn't feel great. Starting from the deadlifts, I knew that Dallin's time wasn't possible, but I still kept in it for Sprague and Hopper. Seems like it's not enough. At least I can tell them that I beat them on the last row, so I'll take that. But overall, it really doesn't matter. I'll see them at semifinals.
Row 5 qui fait que mon row il est solide. Du barbell cycling, ça date de l'été passé. Fait que genre.
The guys on the announcement, they did something really great. Like, people don't understand it. I think it's the first time we've seen the announcement be so good. Because usually the times, the scores are good, not like great. If I can be right beside them, I'll beat them overall. I could see it top 5, but just outside of 10, I don't know, we'll see. I hope the guys go in semifinals really confident, and then I'll try to smash it then.